You're.
You're
Wakanda forever.
What's really good, y'all? What's really good? Welcome to Untitled. Today is a special episode. We're gonna be talking about some shit that dropped at San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah, he's super delayed.
Yo came in like 4 years ago.
Yeah. So this is a special thing. We decided to record today on Sunday because we knew a lot of the news dropped on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Mostly the really big stuff dropped on Saturday. We figured we want to throw some content out. So as you're watching this, it's probably gonna release sometime, maybe Monday. I'm not sure if, maybe today. Who knows? So yeah, we're gonna talk about it, man. We are gonna wait. We may have to splice this episode because Fresh is gone now. That's why this is pre-recorded.
Bro, I don't know.
No, I'm keeping this shit. I ain't editing no more.
You got the bodega connection, boy. That bodega.
Yo, I'm not editing no more, man. That's
Poppy,
it.
Poppy with the
Straight to post.
Poppy downstairs using the connection.
Oof.
Using the bodega Wi-Fi, man. Come on.
Damn, man. My man was like, yeah, like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, that was hilarious, bro. yeah.
Oh, man. So, yeah, we're going to talk about it, man. A lot of shit dropped, man. A lot of stuff that we cannot show because we don't want the channel to get flagged, but the stuff that was kind of like floating on the internet from like the big YouTubers, I saw it they posted. So if they posted, the little channels like us should be all right.
The YouTubers got backing. They got like staffers from YouTube on their side.
Hey, listen. I know we're gonna probably get demonetized. It's fine. It's not like the channel is making crazy amount of views, but in the future, yeah, maybe we can think about that. But we're probably gonna show some trailers and shit. Some refreshers and shit because it's been a minute. Are we back? Are we back, Fresh Prince? Are we good? We live? You're gonna have to retire those AirPods, bro. There we go. There we go again.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, what did he use to like connect, like set up and stuff?
I think it does it from his phone.
I think it's his phone, or I don't know. It's a weird situation. I mean, I get it. Sometimes we having internet connections too, but like, he was just fine in the pre-show.
He was alright. There was a bit of lag.
Okay, all right. Yeah, man. So let's just talk about it, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Sorry about that, folks.
You're all over the place today, huh?
Whoa! Came out of nowhere. My bad. I don't know where that came from. Shit.
Oh man. So we're gonna do some Paul H talk, man. I think he's back. Maybe. Hold on. Are we good?
Yeah. I'm here.
Hey.
Yo, I just want you to know, full disclosure, we was roasting your connection, bro.
I already know, bro. But honestly, it's not even my connection. It's the fact that everybody's in the crib right now and everybody's doing something. My sister's online doing some DJ shit. My son is online playing Fortnite or Apex or one of them joints. Yeah, and my mom's is online on her TV. Like it's everybody's doing something right now. So,
online is being stretched right now.
You gotta get that. You gotta get that. You gotta get that files. You gotta get that files, bro. Get that. You got files, right? You got.
See, but that's the thing. We had files before, and I don't know if y'all know this, but FiOS also increases your electric bill with Con Ed. Y'all realize that, right? Have y'all ever realized that if you have FiOS?
I don't pay electric in this apartment. It's a part of my rent.
Yeah,
Well,
because we had that shit. Yeah, go ahead.
It's a ONT. They have an ONT box that's connected to the server and shit. So, yeah, I mean it's not that much. I mean, it's less than what my fucking refrigerator
my
costs
shit
to
went
keep
up
on.
Crazy.
Nah, it shouldn't go up. It just
that shit rolls our bill crazy.
Nah, there's probably some other shit that's happening in your fucking shit because that's it's like, what do you call that shit? It's damn, it's a term they use, electricians use. It's low voltage, so it shouldn't take much. It's like less than 12 amps, so it should be alright. Yeah, I mean, you good now? That's what's up. We good? We back? All right. So
I'm clear. We good. My fault.
We're gonna talk about the shit that happened, man. The shit that dropped, man. I mean, it warranted us to jump online and talk about it. So like, before we get into like specific things, like what was the biggest news for you guys? Like out of all of Hall H or all of fucking San Diego Comic-Con, like what news really got you hyped?
What news got us hyped?
Got you hyped. Like you heard about the news and oh shit, I can't fucking wait.
For me, it was for me personally, it was the Avengers title because I said we're gonna get another Avengers movie and people said, oh nah, they're not using the Avengers title no more. Then when I saw the Avengers pop up twice, I said Avengers assemble.
Yeah, they had to use those titles again. They had to because I know because Kevin Feige he be saying like, no, we're not gonna use Avengers anymore. I'm like, yeah, that's a lie. That's a whole IP. Like, how do you not use Avengers? I mean, you don't have an Avengers right now because everybody like dead and shit. But yeah, the amount of characters now, you can fucking assemble a new team.
Yeah, I mean, this is what the long build is for. Like, we went through individual movies before we saw the first Avenger team up, so it can happen. I mean, the new Avengers is gonna. I mean, I would have called it New Avengers, and then could just to give her like a homage to the new Avengers team that's in the comic books right now. Because technically, this is gonna be a new Avengers team that's assembled. But then I like the little subtitle, the Kang Dynasty. That shit is tough, boy.
That shit is tough.
That took me by surprise. Like I know, we all knew about the Guardians 3, so I can't really say that's like what got me hyped. Like the new stuff got me hyped. The stuff that we didn't know about, we thought there were rumors. Like for me, like Captain America 4: New World Order is like that's a dope ass.
That's a tough
title.
That's a
fire.
Tough.
And
and it was crazy because the moment they got officially announced, because we talked about it in the last episode about the title, like the title got leaked, but we didn't know if it was true or not. But before it got officially announced, I just finished watching Falcon and Winter Soldier, like fresh, and I'm like, yo, this show is super fire, bro. Without breaks, yo, dude, it hits different. There's things that kind of like you could tell is missing, but as far as like keeping the pacing and no breaks, not waiting 6 weeks for the end to happen, yo, it was fire, dude. Even the CG looks top tier. I'm like, yo, dude, this shit is fucking fire, and it got like my score changed automatically, went to a 5. It's a 5 out of 5.
Man. Binging is lit, yo. Binging is the best, bro. Not having to wait to finish a story, it hits different, yo. Like,
it's sit in that pocket for that whole series.
Yeah, like it, and then the whole like, because when you watch it, so if you watch it week after week, right, and then you notice that Bucky, hates like really bad like names, like bad villain names and shit. When you watch it in total, it's like it hits every episode. Like you notice that he hates everything, like the whole Battlestar shit. Like what's your name? Battlestar. Stop the car. Like that shit had me dying again. Stop the car.
bro.
No.
It's funny. He's a cranky old man. Technically, he's from like the world. You know how the old cranky
bro.
old people that they just hate everything. That's what he is, but he just look young.
Yep.
Word. My man was 105 years old, bro. He was like 105. Like, damn, that's a long ass time.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
I mean-
sleeping through it either. He was awake for that shit. Cap was sleeping through his 100, saying, "Yeah, he lived it."
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Even
Oh, yeah.
even the end portion, him like kind of like getting the suit flying the suit for the first time, hit. I mean, it was already a big moment for me, right? But it felt even bigger this time. I'm like, damn, bro, this shit is fire. I can't wait. So when the announcement happened, I was like, yes, at least we have a title. There's a director and there's a writer. So and it says what in fucking next year, right? It says 2023.
Yeah, 2023.
That's it's amazing. So I cannot fucking wait. So, but that for me that was a big.
And my boy Malcolm
that was
is
a big
still
drop.
writing. The dude Malcolm that wrote the
original.
series, he's coming on to write the movie. Yeah, so that's honestly that's what I'm hyped for. I didn't rewatch it yet. I didn't start my rewatch yet, but that's the one thing is the writing in that series, bro. Like as a black man, bro, it's just that shit hit in a certain way, like conversations with and all of those aspects of it. It's like, nah, man, that show hit different to me. So if you saying it's better on a rewatch, I can only imagine how it's gonna feel. I haven't seen this in months, so I already know it's gonna hit crazy.
And I wish they never fucked with the story, right? I wish they could have kept the whole like vaccine of a virus, right? Because with the COVID happening, they had to switch it up because it was like it's too much like COVID, right? They were supposed to dive into the whole Donya situation. It was not tuberculosis that killed her. It was the virus, and it was the U.S. government holding off on vaccines to save these people. That was Carly's main objective, was to get this vaccine for our people. And that, like, you could tell, like, they fucking spliced the shit out of that. So give this man his flowers, let him record. Yeah, that's a way better motivation. I would have sympathized with fucking Carly, right?
Yeah.
But yo, let him write his shit. And you know what I mean? Like, we need it to be unfiltered. So I'm looking forward to Malcolm's Captain America 4. So
I don't know. Yeah, Disney and Marvel, they do some shit now. Like, they want you to sympathize for their villains, bro. Like, you start seeing the villain's point of view. Like, you know what? You kind of got a point too. I don't know, man. Like, it started with Killmonger. And it just exploded from there, bro. Like now, villains is like getting like deeper stories, and again, there's some meaning behind the stuff that they're doing, bro.
You got it.
Thanos, like even in a warped way, Thanos is kind of right. Like we are destroying our planets. We're overeating. We're overusing. We're overdoing stuff, and cutting half the population will save lives. Like he's not wrong, but it's just the way he's doing it, bro.
He wasn't trying to rule anything. He didn't even care if he was the one that got snapped away. It was just it was the work. And I think it's with these villains, with DK villains, these are like, it's motivators. You have to have motivation, right? There has to be a why. On these things.
It's way better than Comic Thanos' motivation. Comic Thanos just did it for a chick. He wiped out everybody. It wasn't even like half. He wiped out everybody for a chick.
Yeah.
This one, they gave him a deeper motive for this one in the movie, but like in the comics, it was all.
But they did make it seem like they were gonna give him the same comic book motive at the first Avengers movie.
Yeah. They showed it. I don't know why they haven't brought it out yet, though. Because when you looked at Thor: Love and Thunder, her statue is there in the Hall of Eternity. So she's canon for MCU if her statue's there. So I don't know why they haven't introduced her yet.
Well, they're gonna have
Deadpool or something.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Marvel's gonna have to explain why his parents are some kind of like robots and shit. Like, how the hell was he born, right? If he was conceived out of,
he has a brother.
Eternals. You know what I mean? Like, how do you have a brother and he's humanoid, you
And
know,
his
and
blood is purple.
yeah, I mean, he got the deviant gene, but still, like, explain how robots was able to fuck and have kids, right? Unless they always could fuck, but they just couldn't have kids.
I mean,
Well, we don't know.
I'm about to say Icarus and this chick had sex, didn't they? In Eternal, they showed that shit.
There was a sex scene, yeah.
Yeah, they showed that shit. I said, "Oh my lord, there's kids in here."
It could have been a situation where Thanos, Eros, and all the rest of them, or their parents were created before the Eternals that we have, and maybe that was like a 1.0, and it's like, oh, nah, we can't have them producing kids, so now we got to do a 2.0, and now we got these sets. It could have been something like that, you know what I'm saying? It could have been the first version. He made them where they were able to reproduce and things of that nature. And maybe Thanos was what went wrong, and maybe he's like, all right, we ain't doing that shit no more. So
I mean, maybe
it could have been something like that too.
Maybe never been robots in the beginning.
He would have been the ultimate. He would have been the ultimate villain had they explained all this shit, right? Like the motivator, right? Like he's sitting in Titan right now, and his pops is talking about some shit like, yo, listen, we gotta raise the population, or we gotta raise this to emerge these Eternals, right? We need to worship these Eternals. And Thanos like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Like, I don't want my planet to fucking die. Hell fucking no. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was not being eradicated. He was like going against the grain. You know what I mean? Like that'd
be crazy. They make this dude a fucking like on two levels, bro. Like, he was cutting half the population to save the planet for Celestials being born and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, that'd be crazy, bro.
Because it stopped the Celestials.
That's what I think it is, bro.
Yeah, he stopped the Celestials. Yeah.
Man, look like somebody breaking in. You good, bro? You call 911?
Yeah, what, right?
I have to look up because I thought the motherfucker was peeing in front of my house.
Oh, the way you looked up, like, is that somebody trying to come through the window?
Word.
Yeah. That's why I was telling Red, they're having like a festival in front of my house, and I'm sitting on the couch and I'm hearing a voice and I'm thought I was losing my shit, and I was like, all I heard was like, as the mayor of New York City, I want to make sure that our Muslims are safe and da. I'm like, the fuck? I said, is Eric Adams outside my door? Motherfucker's outside my door.
Like crazy. Right outside your door, or like on the sidewalk?
Red was just talking about shit about him the other day.
Yeah, then there's a stage in front of my house. He's on the stage and he's talking to the people, like right here. And I saw him walk by. I wanted to yell out like, "You gotta fix the schools, Red said you gotta fix the schools." Yeah, you know, he was outside. So they gave him a plaque or whatever. But anyway, yeah, man. So so Captain America: New World Order was my holy shit. Can't wait. What about you, Soul?
What you call it? Why am I forgetting the name? John Wick. Are we specifically talking about Marvel stuff or just general?
No, I mean,
okay.
Anything that's...
I was just making sure I didn't just go left on that out of nowhere, but
I don't know. I don't know if John Wick was a Comic-Con thing. I think it just came out.
I don't know. I mean,
listen. Yeah, you know what? I think whatever makes you happy. So, whatever makes you happy, so we accept it. John Wick was your thing.
John Wick is my thing.
You excited for John Wick?
Yeah.
I allow it.
This is what you call Hall H talk adjacent.
I don't know exactly what was announced at Hall H. I didn't watch it, so.
Oh, perfect.
I just been watching the trailers that you guys been posting, and I'm just like, okay, great. But John Wick was one of those trailers, so I was like, okay, I'm excited for John Wick.
I'm excited for John.
That John Wick looks fire.
John Wick looks fire, bro. It looked like it stepped it up because the third one was like okay, but it was like it didn't hit like the first and second one.
His body consecrations with each movie, bro.
Yo, this shit's wild, dude. This is wild. I can't wait.
His kill counts go up. Like literally, he'll have a certain amount of kill in one movie. Then the next movie, it'll go higher than that kill count. The next movie will go higher than that. Yo, it's crazy.
Nope. I think we lost Soul Brick. All right.
Nah, I think he's gonna maybe his door.
Yeah. What about you, Fresh Prince?
Well, just to carry over from that, before I go into mine, because I was so hyped about that John Wick 4 release too. I'm trying to find the official name for it, but I can't find it right now. But like y'all were talking about how the last one wasn't as good as the rest of them. What I'm realizing they're doing, and they're showing it in the titles too now, is that they're building up the world and they're building up the mythology of this whole John Wick series. Like, so Parabellum, basically with the definition of that, it's like the preparation for war. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the calm before the storm, like people say. So when you take that into consideration with what the movie was, I understand what they're doing, even though I agree with y'all, it was a little bit different than the other two. But going into this one, I can't remember, I heard it once and I looked it up, but it's chapter 4, and it has a Japanese name, but the Japanese name is basically like the way of the samurai, and honor and honorous deaths and things of that nature. So you have that. Then the first person talking is Hironuki Sanada, who's the world's greatest swordsman. You got him. You got Donnie Yen in there. They didn't really show him too much, but Scott Atkins is in it. Like, yo, they're stepping this up, man. Like, I'm so excited for this. Even though it wasn't in Whole H, I agree with Soul. Like, that got me so hyped, and I can't wait for that.
Can't wait.
Personally, as far as the New World Order title, that did get me hyped as well. I like that they changed the name, because at first it was supposed to be House of Harkness, but I like that they changed it to Coven of Chaos. So that makes me very interested to see where they're gonna go with Agatha's series.
Covenant, that is more witches. More witches.
Yeah, right.
Hold on. Mark Dacascos is back in John Wick 4? Did he just wait? He's part of the cast.
Yeah, he didn't.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead, finish what you're saying. I was just shocked.
No, I don't think it. No, I feel you. I don't think he died in that one. Let me see. So those were the ones. Looking at it now, yeah, that's pretty much the only ones that really got me hyped. Oh, Daredevil Born Again, that too got me amped. Just I love that title of that series. But the major thing that got me hyped was Red was talking about it earlier. Not just the Avengers title, but the fact that we have 2 Avengers movies that will take place at the beginning and the end of the year. So to me, I'm just thinking like, okay, so they're gonna step it up, and we're gonna get like some Infinity War.
Sorry guys, we gotta push this back.
Type shit. No, I don't want to hear that, bro. If they do that in the same year, that shit will be insane.
What you call it? It's being recorded. They're being shot back to back. So it's not like it's gonna
probably not even back to back, right at the same time. Like,
but back at the same time. Yeah, it's back to back. So like once they finish recording, they're gonna go to the next one, record same, just like Infinity War and Endgame. They were both shot back to back. I think the Russos might be back, but I think that's gonna be an announcement for D23. They're gonna announce the director, and I think it's gonna be the Russo brothers again, because they've been advocating to do sequel.
It's definitely gonna be them. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. Yeah, Daredevil was definitely
that got me hyped, because
the
emotions we went through with those 2 movies, I can't wait. I can't wait for that.
I heard Daredevil's getting 18 episodes too. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard he's getting 18 episodes.
It's 18. Kevin Feige said 18 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's the most episodes any Marvel movie, every Marvel show I've gotten.
Word.
18 episodes. Man.
I might be mistaken. I might be thinking about something else. Isn't She-Hulk supposed to be like 23 episodes? Like 23 half-an-hour episodes?
That I'm not sure.
Yeah, She-Hulk is half an hour. Oh my God, the time is going backwards.
That's what I. Well, this was before all of this. I heard this a while back, so I didn't hear anything different recently over the weekend. So yeah,
Yo, how do you have a 30-minute superhero show?
I mean, we don't know the 30
because
minutes.
it's a sitcom. They're basing it like a sitcom.
I don't care. It's superheroes. You can't give me 30 minutes of superheroes.
Hey, nothing has been confirmed on how long the episodes are. So don't get
Give it
too
30
crazy
minutes of
about.
live action superheroes.
Yeah. Like we don't know nothing. So it might just be regular formatting as far as when it comes down to like it could change. So I hope it's not 30 minutes. So I don't want to get too upset about it. Because if it is, I'm gonna be upset.
Especially if it's like if it's 30-minute episodes, it better be binge. That's all. Like they can't do once a week 30-minute episodes. That's just shitting on everybody.
Anyhow, that shit is 30-minute. I promise you, Kevin Feige, yo. No matter how good your fucking episode is, I'm shitting on the score, bro. You getting 1 star from me? That's just 30 minutes. I don't care how good it is, bro. It's gonna be a 1.
It was confirmed. It was confirmed that it's 9 episodes.
9 episodes, all right.
It's 9 episodes, and
What's that? She-Hulk.
She-Hulk is 9 episodes, and it says it's a regular format, so it's not like it's a different episode every week. It's a continuous situation. It's sometimes you have those kind of shows, and it's like it's not. Yeah. So it's not like it's the story is it's linear. It's not like a regular like comedy sitcom situation. That's what's up. What about yours, Red? What was your takeaway? Not takeaway, bro. Like, what got you hyped?
I started it.
Oh, you did? Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
My bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Kang Dynasty Avengers.
Yeah. He said the Avengers
gonna,
title. Yeah. The Avengers.
So we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about.
Yeah,
let me get this out of. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna talk about the slate, right? So this is somewhat, D23 hasn't happened yet. That's gonna be sometime. I think it's September or October. It's one of the winter months, and normally they'll save some of that information, some good information for that. I feel like they really kind of like threw everything out. I'm sure there's gonna be added. There's a couple of things that's not on the slate that they might just add. But as far as Phase 5, Quantumania is kicking Phase 5 out. That's a good beginner when it comes down to a phase.
That's a great starting point. Hell yeah.
That's a great starting point. They had the cast come out of Quantumania. They had Jonathan Majors come out, and they showed a little bit of footage. It was only exclusive to whoever was at Hall H. There is like leaked stuff that's on Twitter, but a lot of stuff is getting shut down because they don't want that information out because it's like previs and all that shit. But based on what Ant-Man, from what they were saying, is that Ant-Man was kind of like in distress, like he looked like he was hurt, and he was and Kang, he's having a conversation with Kang, and he's telling Kang, hey, I'm gonna bend. He's like he looked like he's about to, like he's hurt. He's like I'm an Avenger, and Kang was like, haven't I killed you once before? I was like, oh shit.
Oh, that shit. That right there, honestly, that is what got me hyped. That when I heard that right there, I'm like, nah, Kang is going to be a problem, bro.
Yo, he's like, haven't I killed you before? And I'm like, oh shit. Damn. So we don't know, like
do it again.
It's very. What happened?
He's about to do it again.
He's about to do it again, man. So yeah, they had his daughter come out. Well, not his daughter, but Cassie Lang, the actress playing Cassie Lang, which I thought was kind of weird. We knew that she got recast, but I'm like, why? Because Endgame is a totally different Cassie Lang. Cassie Lang had dark black hair, and this one is blonde. So it's like, oh, all right, cool. I mean, I guess they want to go with a different actress, maybe. Yeah, they could probably keep on the role. But I don't know. We don't know what Marvel's thinking. Or maybe the actress didn't want to come back. Who knows?
I doubt it. I think somebody probably just better at the role than and they just say, "Yo, we pick this person."
Probably.
So after that, we got Secret Invasion. That's gonna come out sometime in spring. There's no like set date on that. That's gonna be wild.
Real quick before you move on past it, you didn't hear that Bill Murray is in it also?
Yeah. That was announced a while ago. We talked about it in the show in the previous show. Yeah, we talked about it. We didn't know what character he was playing though. They did say
that shit must have went over my head. I missed it.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it. I mean, I don't think Soul and Fresh was on the panel. Y'all was not here yet. This was like a while ago when it got announced. Yes, Bill Murray. We don't know his actual role. They also said in the what you call it in the footage there's an appearance of MODOK.
Yeah.
Secret Invasion. If Scarlett wants to come back, Scarlett Johansson, that's the way you do it right there. Secret Invasion. It's the truth.
So Secret Invasion. So they bringing back mad fucking people. So they bringing back Chloe. Was it Chloe Bennett? Is it Chloe Bennett?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting on that too. Yep.
They're bringing her back. So Quake from the show. What was that shit called?
Shield.
Agent of Shield. She's back. Yeah. So she's coming back. So it's gonna be a whole bunch of shit. So it was kind of like they kind of glossed over it because we don't really know the details other than some of the actors that's coming back. That's gonna, listen. I'm here for it, man. If it's good stories, man, I'm here for it, man. Especially if it's kicking off Phase 5.
You know what's weird though? That now that she's coming to like the Marvel movies, I kind of want her to get washed. Cause like Agent of Shield, she's kind of like a big shot because she had little powers and shit.
Come on, bro.
I want to get humbled a little bit, bro.
Come on, they probably
I want to get humbled, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They probably gonna empire us up.
I just like your humans, bro. You already know, bro. I just like your humans, so. I just want to get humbled a little bit.
She'll be a mutant too, bro. You know what I mean?
Now she's in a human. She can't be a mutant. She's in a human. She went through the mist.
It's not canon anymore. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring her back, same character, make her a mutant.
So, they uncanon Agents of Shield. Agents of Shield's canon.
I haven't heard that yet.
Bro, they've been canon since day one.
Dude, they've been canon since they've been talking. They've been referencing the Avengers movies, all the MCU since the beginning.
But it's only been one way though, bro. Feige don't ever fucking acknowledge them shows, bro.
That's because they're in the show, like the Agents of Shield, they're unknown to the rest of Shield. They're in the show. Yeah, they're their own their vision that they created themselves.
Mm-hmm.
No, I hear you. Trust me, I watched all of it. I know. But after they started doing that time travel shit, and they mentioned Thanos, everything after that they was fucking with time and doing all types of extra stuff. They haven't acknowledged anything from that. Like, I'm with y'all. I'm totally with y'all. I'm just saying, technically, they have not said that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canon to the MCU.
Yeah, like towards the end of the run, they told them to stop referencing characters specifically.
They stopped talking about a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. The first season, it was like, they was talking about the events of New York, all that shit. But it was like, Kevin was like, all right, do your shit. We don't mention the movies again. But I think it's somewhat it's canon adjacent. I think it's
because it's time where they found out the information and they said, okay, let's tell the Avengers, and then Age of Ultron began. It was them going off of the information that they got from the Agents of Shield. That's how they end up in that fight in the beginning of the movie.
And I mean the big thing is fucking Agent Coulson, right? That's a big takeaway, right? Because
he has to remain a secret because they're gonna feel like they were lied to if they find out he's still alive. That's the whole reason they got together. Like, well, not why they got together, but why they actually started fighting as
one. Why they started avenging?
Because he got murked out by Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it says so after that we get Guardians of the Galaxy. That's coming out May 6th, right? That's May 6th or that's May 5th, right? That's May 5th.
Yeah.
That looks 5th.
Yeah, May 5th.
Yeah. Cinco de Mayo.
So May So we get that May 5th. I believe they did show some they showed trailers for that as well, but that was exclusive to Hall H. The cast came out in tears. They came out in tears as they was talking to the panel. There was like their voices are cracking because they said that the trailer was so beautiful. As we know that we had the high evolutionary that's going to be in this movie, and so this is going to be like a Rocket kind of movie. And I don't think Rocket is going to make it alive. But
you think they're going to kill him?
Maybe. I think so.
Get out of the Rocket, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
I think because this is the last. I mean, this is the last of this team. I mean, we might get them.
Jack's gonna die.
You know, we're gonna get some of them maybe sprinkled around in different movies and shit. But I think as far as this team is,
to be honest, out of all of them, Drax could really be the one that get marked out because his whole purpose is like to kill Thanos, and Thanos is no more. So.
And I heard his daughter, Moondragon, is supposed to be in this shit. So this will give him a chance to actually reunite with his daughter and all that. You murk him off, and there you go.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, they said that there was a specific scene that looks like he was about to die. I don't know. Who knows? These trailers can be very dismissive. Yeah. It was like almost like him talking to the camera and like kind of like explaining his, what was happening. Like he remembers being, dismantled. Like he was awake while it was happening.
Yeah, I did see the picture of the baby Rocket they had, man. It was mad cute, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's what he's talking about during that, like, yeah, that might be kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah, so people are really like losing their shit. I really want to see it. James Gunn makes really good trailers. Right, because he's not the type. He's not the type to send the clips in and let a third party put them. He likes to put them together himself and choose the music for himself. Because Guardians of the Galaxy 2, that first trailer was amazing. When they had Fleetwood Mac in the background, that shit was.
Yeah.
That was a dope ass fucking because Fleetwood Mac is my shit.
Me too.
Yo, that song always gets me, yo.
Yeah. Did you hear what? I can't remember. It slipped my mind. Did you hear what song they had? Because I heard what song it was and I lost my mind. I'm like, that is perfect. But do you remember what song they said was set to this trailer?
No.
Damn, I forgot. Oh man.
I've seen.
I
haven't seen any like leaks other than I saw like the pictures and shit. But I haven't gotten into like the whole like breakdown of like what happened and what they saw. I haven't seen none of that shit. I was just watching someone on YouTube doing this shit. I'm like, oh shit, let me see what's going on because there was like really no press that was in there.
Yeah,
which is good because people that go to Hall H are waiting like 8 to 10 hours online just to see this shit. So they want to kind of give them some kind of like exclusive like. First look before like the general public gets.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, which is good. You know what I mean? You want to spend that much time. You want to have some kind of like, I saw this first. But I know there's somebody that recorded some shit on the low, like someone like me that will find a way to get it recorded, but hasn't released it. You know what I mean? Like he got that shit on his phone. He's showing that to his people. Like, yo, look at this shit. So, yo, drop it on Reddit, man. Drop it on Reddit.
Right.
What else? We got Echo. Echo's releasing in the summer. We already know that's ready. That's in production. It's ready. It's midway through, so we're gonna get that. We know that Charlie Cox is coming back for that. Looking forward to seeing that. Loki right after that. Loki is that's also in production. They're midway through as well. Can't wait for that because if the events of Kang is happening in Phase 5. The first movie of Phase 5, like, what is Loki gonna fucking talk about? You know what I mean? Like, what is the events? Did he shift something within that narrative that changed the outcome in Quantumania? Like, I guess we're gonna kind of get that. You guys looking forward to season 2?
Definitely.
Oh hell yeah! Season 1 was good, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, Yeah, I can't wait for
That's
that.
my
shit,
most
man.
anticipated series. Period.
I would say the same.
Oh shit! Secret Invasion Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So they're not putting out in theaters. They're putting out straight to Disney Plus. Okay.
Nah, it's gonna be Nick Fury series.
Yep.
I thought it was a whole movie.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a movie too.
So right after that, we got the Marvels. So the Marvels, that's already in the can. I believe it's finished production, but it's definitely we're feeling almost at the finish line. So we're gonna get that in July. I mean, it seems like a very long time because July. It's a whole fucking year from now. So, but if they have to take their time to make sure because the Marvels is all cosmic shit, right? Every single one of those characters is cosmic based. So they have to make sure that CGI is right. So if it needs to take that extra year to make sure the VFX is good money,
do what y'all gotta do.
Dude, because that's gonna be a lot of CG. That movie's gonna be a lot of CG, a lot of floating, a lot of fake hair flowing in the wind. So you know what I mean? So take your time, man. I was really excited about this news.
I just hope the story's fucking better than the first one.
I hope that is something we all hope. Because
for me, the problem wasn't the graphics in the first one.
Yeah, it was definitely the story. Yep.
Yeah.
They ain't got no Nick Fury this time to save that shit. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, but we got Kamala Khan in there. She's gonna bring her. She's not. We love her on this channel. So she's gonna bring that quirkiness that we're gonna get that. So at least that's something to look forward to. Not just like Brie Larson.
I kind of hoping she's putting in her input.
Monica Rambeau
in the theater on the script too. I hope they take her input on that shit because she's a big Marvel fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get Monica Rambeau. She'll be back. So I'm looking forward to seeing her again.
She's in that movie too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say she should be in that movie too.
Yep, she's
real,
in there.
Real quick, because I meant to say this like weeks ago, but since we're talking about this right now, and we don't have to go into it too much, but like Red says, I always like to give homework. But when we get a chance, right, I want y'all to go to the Marvel, or I'll just drop it later on in the chat. But they have a cast listing of like all their characters that have appeared or are going to appear, right? And they do have some dude that is listed to be playing Adam Brashear, who is my dude, Blue Marvel, who I've been advocating to y'all for the longest that I want to see. So that is also something that on the low, I'm kind of excited for because they don't talk about it. Nobody has like leaked it or anything. So I'm so excited for that to be a possibility in this movie. If y'all know who Blue Marvel is?
Yeah, I know who Blue Marvel. I believe, isn't he attached to Quantumania? Because I remember it was like a leak that because there's gonna be a lot of characters in Quantumania.
I didn't hear that. No,
I could be wrong, but I think he might be showing up very soon. So
hell yeah, there better be a lot of characters in Quantumania because I don't see Ant-Man fighting Kang by himself.
Hell no. I mean, clearly Kang survives Quantumania if he's gonna have Kang's dynasty. So that kind of overshadows Quantumania.
Technically, not really, because Feige has said this dude is about to be playing different versions of Kang every time you see him. So they might beat him in Quantumania. And
it could be one version of Kang that gets
you still got a bunch of versions left for him to play.
But they're all gonna be Don the Kang the Conqueror, because this is Kang the Conqueror. It's not just
Kang the Conqueror is the last one.
I don't think we're getting Kang the Conqueror until the Kang Dynasty. I think we're just gonna get different versions of Kang.
No,
the first thing I heard was Nathaniel Richards was gonna be in this.
He's Kang the Conqueror in this one. He said it in the panel. He said, "I will be conquering."
I mean, once again, we still got different versions.
And if you see the poster of Ant-Man 3, there's Kang the Conqueror is in the poster.
No, I know he's in the. All right, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying he can't be in the costume and it not be him. What I'm saying is, I don't think Kang the Conqueror is the character we're gonna get until that Kang Dynasty Avengers movie. I think we're just gonna get different versions of Kang in the suit, but different versions of Kang in these different appearances, so we can beat him and whatever, and not like you said, that kind of takes away from it. They're gonna be able to beat him in these different versions, but once we get to that dynasty, that's gonna be prime Kang the Conqueror. That's what I think they're doing, because they already said he's gonna play in a bunch of different versions. So I don't think that's the Conqueror we're gonna get in Quantumania.
I mean, agree to disagree. I mean, that was the whole purpose of Quantumania, was having Kang the Conqueror be the main villain. They said it. So yeah, there are gonna be other versions of that person, but I think Kang the Conqueror is in this one, and he's gonna end up surviving and being in this Kang the Conqueror. So they kind of like, what I'm just saying is this foreshadowing. When you release a slate so far out, it kind of like, all right, cool. So we know that he's not gonna bite the dust in Quantumania. You know what I mean? So it just kind of throws it off a little bit, but like, it's fine. I mean, I could take Jonathan Majors' character. I could take him. Give me as many as he can fucking produce, because he's a fucking amazing actor.
That's what I'm excited for. I just want to see all the different versions he brings forward.
Yeah, because you don't want to make it so cumbersome with so many different versions of him, because then it's like, all right, kind of like takes away from certain things, right? Like it's a cheat code, right? You're gonna keep getting different variants of him. But how many variants do you think it will be in Quantumania? Like, how many do you think? How many?
4 max.
I was thinking that too, like 4.
I don't know. I didn't think they would try to throw that many of them at us at one time, right away. But who knows?
He said he's playing multiple versions in this movie. So I mean, I don't see
in
it
one
as
movie?
him being like, I don't see it being like another Agent Smith situation. Where
So I'm gonna say 2. I'm gonna say we're gonna get the Doctor, the Prime version of Nathaniel Richards, and then we'll get Kang the Conqueror. So I'll say 2 versions.
Well, wasn't the He Who Remains was the Prime version of Nathaniel Richards?
Right. So what I'm saying is we're gonna get the beginning version, the early version of Nathaniel Richards, like the scientist, probably before or like right after he discovered like the different versions and the multiverse and variants and all that. I think we're gonna get an early version of him.
Yeah, I think that Kang the Conqueror, I think he's gonna come directly from the quantum realm. I think he ends up. I think Hank Pym or whoever, if they go into the quantum realm, they can like inadvertently probably like release him from the quantum realm. Like he was kind of like maybe locked up there, or that was his time, his universe.
Yeah,
who fucking knows? Because there was a little city in that movie. There was a small little city that you could it glosses right over, but I think he's from that.
He does, and he does live in a vortex outside of time and space. So yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Shit, that could have been the TVA. Like, honestly, that could have been his version of the TVA that Loki ran into.
That could be too, because it makes perfect sense. I mean, I just don't want them to kind of water down. Like, I want to get Kang, right? I want to see Kang. I get it, he's gonna have his own movie, but I want to see Kang in Quantumania, because they was really like keeping for Kang the Conqueror to be the big bad in this movie. I'll be kind of like off. Like, I wouldn't be upset, but I'll be like, oh man, if it's just another variant and then we get him as a post credit, I'm like, oh shit. But anyways, really exciting news, man. We got Blade. We got an actual release date, so it is not far out. It is November 2023, and that's like 3 days after Halloween. That's amazing. Right. So it's gonna have that kind of like, you know, that vibe. There was not really any information as far as, oh no, he said production starts in October. So they're going to start filming in October. So that's good. So we're going to start getting some set images. We're going to start getting his look. Do you foresee them using a different look for Blade? Or you think they're going to kind of like try to not imitate, but like have some kind of like look that Blade had in the older movies? Like,
I think it's going to be pretty similar. I mean, if you
Flat top? So you're gonna have a flat top?
I don't know about the hair, but in terms of like the costume, I think it's gonna be more or less the same. Because like if you try to do more, it's just gonna look really tacky.
I think they're gonna do the sword. Maybe I don't think they're gonna do the long coat jacket. But I think they're probably gonna do the sword with the vest and probably make him look more tactical than that he did in Wesley Snipes did Blade.
Yeah, probably they'll probably do that like when because I think they're gonna be doing some not time jumping, but we're gonna see some kind of like past stuff because I think he's based out of the Jack the Ripper age. Like
he's gonna look real colonial then. He's probably not gonna look anything.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a real colonial look, and then they might update that a little bit more to match a little bit with Wesley Snipes' version when we come back into present day.
Yeah, so he's gonna.
No doubt.
You got the sword?
Yeah, he's like the little brother that comes and he does the random shit like.
It actually belongs to Fee. He left it here.
Does the blades come out the handle too?
Huh? No.
Oh no. So Blade. We got Ironheart. Fall. You know, so that could change. I believe that's in production as well. So a lot of these things are already in production. We got Agatha, Covenant of Chaos. I like that they changed it. Well, they gave it a different title versus saying Agatha Harkness. So we got like Covenant of Chaos. So we're gonna get some more witches. We're gonna get some more things. So who knows, man? If we for those that are holding out hope that Scarlet Witch is alive.
She's gonna be in that movie.
She'll be back in that. She'll be back in
that. Maybe we get like a cameo. Maybe she's.
I have a feeling that she's gonna pop up in that thing, and Agatha is gonna like coach her back to being like the good side witch. That how to get through the Darkhold. Her poisoning of the Darkhold and like get through it to become a good side witch again. I think there's gonna be significant. I won't say every episode's gonna be Scarlet Witch, but I think she's gonna be in there a significant amount.
Maybe find out if she's alive or something like that. Because the only way she can get out of that trance is if Scarlet Witch dies or it allowed her to get out of that kind of like state that she had her in at the end of WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
So hopefully, man, we get something, man. So that's gonna be nice to see. Like Fresh Prince talked about earlier, Daredevil, Born Again, one of the best titles I've heard. Fire. It's like, bro, like the symbolism, that shit makes perfect sense. I can't fucking wait. This is gonna be fucking great. We get 18 episodes. I'm not sure if they back to back. I wish they could keep the same Netflix formula. That'd be fucking amazing, right?
Yeah,
right?
Word.
It comes from Netflix, right? Like the reason why Daredevil is so liked, right?
That sneak of his new outfit, or the new old costume.
Oh my god, that red and yellow is so.
That red and yellow, thank you.
Oh my god.
I love your optimism of they're not gonna let us binge shit. This is
no.
This is too stingy. You know they're not gonna let us binge anything.
They what Marvel might do. Marvel might release like 3 episodes at once because 18 weeks of a stint is long for Disney Plus. Like you have to wait 18 weeks to get to the end game. Oof, that's a long fucking time. Like shit, even 6 episodes. That's 6 fucking weeks. You know what I mean? That's a month and a half.
Release 3 different batches of 6 episodes. You could take a break in between them if you want to and just do a batch of 6 episodes 3 times. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah,
but I know I'm reaching
2 or 3 episodes.
If it's 18 episodes, I'm thinking that this is gonna go. This is like once again from the title it says Born Again. So this is gonna be a totally different situation. It's gonna be we're gonna start from the beginning and then we're gonna start through the training again. We're gonna get a lot of the familiar characters, not actors, but familiar characters that we've seen before. I'm not sure we're gonna get it. We definitely have to get a Foggy, right? There has to be a new Foggy, unless if it's the same Foggy.
Back, man.
Bring Foggy back,
man. Bring him back.
Foggy gotta come back. Gotta be the same Foggy.
Bring him back.
I anticipate a lot of the same people that was in this show and the previous show is going to be in this one here.
Yeah.
Right. You know, if we're getting Daredevil, right? Are we getting Punisher? Are we gonna get John Bernthal to come back?
I think
hell yeah.
I think he is coming back. I think they kept him.
Yep. Quiet. Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, I heard that they kept him. They kept him and Charlie. But I don't think they kept the rest of the people though.
Is Daredevil like a pseudo fucking, you know, because it's 18 episodes. Is it like a pseudo Defenders? You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna get like multiple characters? You know what I mean? And
I think so.
We get like an ensemble.
I feel like we were robbed of Luke Cage though. We should have got another. We should have got Luke Cage as well because his show is good.
I think they're gonna bring him back.
Those are the three best shows: Luke Cage, Daredevil, and Punisher.
Mm-hmm. I think Marvel wants to retain their characters. I think they want to retain these actors as well. I think that it'll be kind of like fucked up to bring everyone else back but Luke Cage, right? They bring it back Jessica Jones, right?
Are they?
They bring it back the character. She's not gonna have her own show. She's gonna be like the show.
The same actress is gonna still play Jessica Jones.
I was about to do it, my man. I was about to say no.
And that's why I think your boy is coming back too, Red, because he dropped a picture on Twitter with him and her right before they released all that stuff, right before they released their shows on Disney Plus.
So Luke Cage?
So I think Mike Coulter, so I think he's coming back, but he's also doing that. I don't know if y'all watched that Evil show that he's on with Netflix, but he's doing that right now. So I think that's why they haven't announced it yet, but I think he's definitely coming over too. I think they're just waiting until he's done with that, and then they'll announce it.
I think we all know who should be recast here, though.
Yeah.
Iron Fist?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No doubt.
Without a doubt, bro. I think we all know who needs to be recasted.
I saw this conversation kind of avoiding it until Red says something. It's like, you know what, I'm just going to say, we're all thinking it.
I honestly think, it's what we thinking, but I think at the end, ultimately he's going to end up coming back. They're going to bring all the same characters. Listen, Iron Fist could work.
I truly hope.
Better writers.
I wouldn't even be mad. Yeah, you give him better writers and some
It's not even the writing. It's not even the writing. My man, martial arts is bad. They better give him some good stunt double training.
They just need to give him a
he didn't have a lot of time. He didn't have a lot of time to train for that either before it started. So.
Exactly. I mean, if you have a bad choreography person that deals with that shit, that deals with like hand-to-hand combat, if the person is not that great, that's just gonna translate in film.
Bro, when Keanu Reeves learned he was cast at Neo, he immediately went and took martial arts training and stuff like that and all that stuff. Bro, you knew you got cast at Iron Fist. You're going to be a martial artist. Go sign up for a karate class or some shit. Get some basic knowledge training or something, bro, before you can step in that field. Like, bro, his punches was bad. Like, him throwing punches was bad. Like, me taking karate in the past, I could tell when a bad punch is being thrown. His form was off, bro. Like he was not. It wasn't good, bro. It wasn't.
But it also comes down to the person that's recording everything, the person, the fight choreography, as well as the angles itself. Like it's all about the back end stuff. Like they can make Marvel can make anybody look good on camera fighting, even if they don't know how to fight. It's just they have to know how to like record it, like film it. That's it. Like I don't know, man.
I don't even think that could have saved him, bro. Like we all talk about how bad Christian Bale fighting was in Dark Knight. we all talk, but it still looks good because, like Fresh said, the camera shooting is good. But I don't even think that shit can save this kid, bro.
My man said, like, you know what? Nothing can save this guy. Nothing can save this guy. Hey, listen, if he happens to come back and they give him the proper, they need to give him the proper kind of like send off. They're gonna keep him around.
Yeah, like
Give him the proper storyline. You know, like maybe introduce him into Shang-Chi too. You know what I mean? Like
his story was stupid too, bro. Like how you give your Iron Fist power away, bro? Like dead ass.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't need his own. That's a character that, to be honest, I think that's what, Netflix was just trying to pump out anything just to make the Defenders. And they really was getting writers. And if you look at the amount of writers that Iron Fist had, was like 20-something writers. Just imagine crazy, 20 writers with different ideas, like, and they had to make one thing. It's just... It's wild. So, listen, don't give him his own shit.
You know what?
I was just about to say that. I think Marvel is more likely to make a Heroes for Hire and make it that duo of him and Luke Cage rather than give them both their own single shows. I think that's probably where we're heading, is a Heroes for Hire TV show.
I think whoever wrote the fact that he has only one golden fish should be fired and never write
But didn't they change that in the last episode?
No, in the very, very last episode, he had two glowing fists, but we didn't even get to see how he got it.
We don't know why, nothing. Like,
That's because they canceled the fucking show. I'm pretty sure it would have been season 2 would have been flashback and shit.
Yeah, he was gonna get a second episode on a second season, right? That was the plan, but then it was like, all right, cool.
One more season. Why not give him the finish?
I think Marvel's like, nah, we got our Disney Plus shit happening. I think Iron Fist was the first one to get canceled, and then canceled everything else.
That it was. Just stop. It's over.
Yeah.
It's like Shaq's when he sees a bad game and when he sees a bag and that's it. I'm calling it. Marvel turned it to Shaq's like that's it. I'm calling it.
It's over.
Yep. So moving up on the slate, we have Captain America: New World Order. All right, we talked about this earlier in the episode. We're excited about this shit. The same writers on board. We need this to happen. We need this to be great. There's not much information as far as like what's the premise, but I'm assuming there's a lot of stuff that we are seeing in this slate that's gonna probably like influence what's happening with this storyline. I'm looking forward to seeing Sam Wilson. It's crazy because right when the whole shit happened on Twitter about the Variety, the post they put on Twitter about like is Chris Evans coming back as Captain America, and people's losing their shit like, nah, he's my Captain, right? He's my Captain. If you watch this season, right, it holds up, like it aged so well. He's like, he's like, I'm gonna have millions of people hating that I'm a black Captain America, like shit like that. And it's like, it's so true. Like he already foresaw how that was gonna be, even in the real world, like us as viewers and shit. And people are gonna be upset.
Because you know why? Because he got that hate when they made him the Captain America in the comic books. So they already knew. They already knew it. So he got that hate in the comic books. That hate's gonna come when we do a live action. So we're gonna get ahead of it and make the. They knew already. They knew.
They know what they're doing.
I'm sure we're gonna get. I'm foreseeing we're gonna see the character Joaquin come back. I think he's gonna be his Falcon. I think we're gonna see him again. We're gonna see Isaiah Thomas's grandson. What's his character's name in the comics?
Elijah.
But what's his call sign?
He's the Patriot. He's the Patriot. Yeah.
He's the Patriot. So we're gonna probably see him again.
And Bucky.
All right, Bucky. Yo, it was so good. It was so refreshing when Bucky went to visit him in Louisiana, like watching the show again. I was like, yo, damn, like that buddy cop shit. Like it felt like that. Like it felt like I love when they were together.
Bro, they friends.
It's like a mini Lethal Weapon vibe.
Yeah, it is. And he was like, yo, you want to give me? Yeah, he was like, yo, you want some tough love right now? And he was like, yeah. And he gave him the shit. It's like, yo, you just can't do that. And it was such a good moment. So I'm looking forward to this shit.
Like, Bucky spoke my heart though when he gave that. How dare you give that damn shield away? I was like, yes, Bucky. Rip into his eye. How dare you give it away, Bucky? I mean, Sam. How dare you give it away, Sam? What's wrong with you, man? Even if you didn't want to carry the shield, you should have kept the shield safe away somewhere else, man. Instead of giving it. When he gave it to the government, I knew they were gonna do that shit, bro.
Yeah. I understood his feelings, but yeah, the fact that you actually gave it away is where you fucked up. The feelings I understand, because I like it's almost like I gotta live up to this white man now and da 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 da. I'm just trying to do me and be the best me I can. So I understood that, but yeah, he wilded giving that shit up. But we need that. It wouldn't have been no show if we didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So they got to do those things. But yo, that show was. See, now I got to start it again. Now Fresh got me extra hype. I definitely got to start it.
Yeah. It was a palate cleanser, to be honest.
How can you forget Barry Zemo dancing?
Woo!
Yo.
Word.
The Barry Zemo
took the world by storm.
You know, it's funny because I started watching that shit yesterday, right? I just happened to just press, first episode, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep going. And like once I know, I was like, oh shit, I'm already on episode 5. I'm like, I got 2 more episodes. I mean, 1 more episode after this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me finish it. It was good. I'm glad that I didn't take any breaks.
Chilling, eating grandma pizza.
Word, yeah. We had a good time. So Thunderbolts is gonna close out Phase 5.
Quick question,
as you know,
Fresh. Quick question, Fresh, because you watched the whole thing again, right? How did the ending land for you? Because that's the one thing people was always complaining about. Not me, but people complained that they didn't really like the ending of that season either. So how did you feel?
To be honest, I don't know what the fuck bullshit I was on originally, but watching it yesterday, I was like, this show's a perfect ending.
Yeah.
It was nothing wrong with the ending. It just, you know what it is, that we expect so much out of these properties, thinking that we're gonna get something crazy at the end, which doesn't need to be crazy. It just needs to be a closeout.
Right.
Looking forward to something else in the future. It doesn't have to be like specific a situation. Just know that he is now Captain America, and we have to deal with it.
So, do you feel that same way with Hawkeye? Then, do you feel like you're too harsh on the Hawkeye?
I have to watch Hawkeye. That should be probably maybe next week. We should do that.
Hawkeye was good every episode until we got to that ending. And everybody was like,
I can't forget the whole Kingpin shit. That's something that's not going to change for me, though.
Yo, bro got smashed with a car out of nowhere, bro. That should have never happened.
That's not going to. I don't think that part is ever going to change for me. There's nothing I was not. No.
The one that you really had me cracking up was when he's like, he really didn't even explain himself. When he's like, when she did the sister had him, he was like, I did everything I could. I was like, yo, Fresh is really ripping into this last episode, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch it again. I'll watch it again, but I don't think that's gonna change because I kind of remember that show like vividly. Because I was like, oh man, I really wanted to see Vincent D'Onofrio come back and just reprise his role. And I'm like, I don't know, man. They kind of like really Disney-fied him, if that's, and it's crazy because that's like almost like a slur. That we Disney-fied. Like, what does Disney-fied mean? And I don't know, I liked him in Daredevil in the Netflix show. That was like, to see anything kind of like watered down is like, oh man, it's noticeable. But yeah. So Thunderbolts, that's gonna be closing out Phase 5. As we know, the actor that played Thaddeus Ross passed away early this year. So I guess maybe they probably won't recast it. They'll probably use his death as a way to create the Thunderbolts, as maybe using his name as kind of like if when someone dies, they'll probably name a building after some of that person. So maybe they just named it after Thaddeus Ross, Thunderbolt Ross.
I put a snag in a lot of players, but I mean we can't get a Red Hulk.
that means we can't get a Red Hulk as well. I mean, listen, there's really no information other than there's gonna be a lot of. The first said that his phone died. BRB, so he'll be back. So yeah, there's no specific characters that's gonna be in it. I'm assuming U.S. Agent is gonna be back. Yelena is gonna be back. A lot of the hired help.
Yelena better be back.
So, but there's gonna be a lot. This is gonna be their version of Suicide Squad. Let's see how this works out, man. I really don't know. I really have no expectations to Thunderbolts because I don't know too much about them at all. I just know about Red Hulk and I know about the agenda.
Well, I mean, what's good is if I'm Marvel, how I could spin it, you could have somebody else play Red Hulk and still be Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross because Red Hulk never changes back to being a human being. He stays Red Hulk, to my knowledge.
Yeah, so that could be true.
So once, like, even though the actor is gone, you could just transition him to Red Hulk in a future story or whatever like that. Because they believe that he was dead too until they found out that he was Red Hulk.
Unless Disney was to like create a new character, maybe have. Thaddeus Ross had a son that was in the military that took on the mantle of Red Hulk. Or maybe they should bring back his daughter. Have her. What's her name?
Want Liv Tyler back?
Yeah, Liv Tyler. She could come back, like maybe as a cameo, because everyone else fucking came back, and that movie is canon.
Just become Red She-Hulk in the comics.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Yo, did you know? See, I didn't know when I was watching the fucking Comic-Con shit. They was doing like these different like Marvel pop quiz shit, and it was like, where does Hulk get his hulking ability from? And people said, and it said like gamma rays, something else, and there was a couple of different options, and I was like, oh, gamma ray. It wasn't. It's from Kree Skrull mutation. I didn't know that the Hulk was some kind of mutation of Kree Skrull.
I didn't know that either. Cause I thought the Hulk was something that was always locked inside a Banner, and then when he in the original he ran into like a nuclear explosion field to save a soldier or something that fell down in the Tesla site, and he just took the waves of like radiation that came out of that, and that's how he became the Hulk or something like that. But then they switched it to like him being in a lab experiment, and then they rewrote it as him being in a lab experiment, and then it went wrong with the gamma radiation, and he became the Hulk. So the original beginning was him just getting blasted away by a nuke, and he became the Hulk, and then they switched it to the scientific way. So who knows what the Hulk origin really is now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, man. But listen, I have zero expectations for Thunderbolts, but I think that if they gave it their own movie, this is not like a Disney Plus thing, then I'm sure there's a good.
I wonder who the villain gonna be.
Themselves. Dun dun dun.
Because they gotta be a villain that's better than them.
I mean, hey, if the government feels like the heroes couldn't take care of this person, then they send in the Thunderbolts. Maybe it is Kang. Maybe they got everybody coming at this motherfucker. Because he's supposed to be show up in different movies, not just Ant-Man. Mm-hmm. Ant-Man. So,
matter of fact, it does make sense if it's the Kang variant that they're fighting against.
This motherfucker is gonna get so much fucking play because he's not like I was telling Red.
I kind of hope they don't overdo the Kang, like, oh, another Kang bad guy.
I mean, you got to. That's Kang's thing.
I get it, but it's gonna be like for a movie franchise, it's gonna be repetitive, really, really repetitive.
Not if the actor is playing different very like he's not just acting the same. He's acting totally different. Like who remains may not have the same acting. Like he it might be totally different. Like almost like how you've seen Split, right? Like he just James McAvoy was able to play so many different characters, and it's totally off. And I think that he's gonna get so much play. Like he's not a CG character. His face is attached to these movies, and I'm happy for him, bro. Like I was so mad that they didn't have a second season of what was that shit on HBO?
Lovecraft Country.
Lovecraft Country.
They wowed out with that shit.
But I'm glad they did because they didn't.
HBO's fickle, man.
The writer said they wouldn't come back. The writer said, "No, he's like it was a one-off, and this is what the story." I mean, even though there's multiple books, he said this particular story, this family, this is the wrap for the family. It was so good.
Yeah,
it was so good
because
it was so good.
Yeah, she was trying to take it to a level where black people started taking over the magic and all that, and they wasn't trying to have that. Like so. It was,
well, I mean, from the book itself, it's funny because Fee told me about this shit. He's like, yeah, I heard about Lovecraft. He's like, did you know the writer of that book was a racist?
Yeah, he's racist.
And it was all white folks that were in the wizards and shit like that. And then when HBO pitched the idea to the writer, to the family, the estate, they made it seem like they were going to keep it true to the book. And so when they got the rights, they switched it to black folks, and they were pissed. His estate was pissed. Like, nah, what are you doing?
Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. So they definitely did that, and I mean, I enjoyed that shit. Michael K. Williams, that was like, it was so beautiful to see.
Yeah, man, that shit was beautiful.
Just calling for the Fantastic.
Of course, you gotta have Fantastic Four if you're gonna be going after Kang.
I'm not seeing the X though. Where's that X at, man?
Now we good. We can hold off on that for right now.
Where's that X at, man?
I know that they're gonna have the X-Men sprinkled everywhere throughout the shit. I don't think they're gonna have the X-Men just yet. They need to, because this is going to phase 6, and they got the licensing for X-Men like 4 years ago. So I would like to see more of them. So they didn't give us any more information. They still, the director John Watts dropped out of this project, so they haven't got a replacement for that yet. So that says 2024. So I'm hoping we get something at D23. That'd be nice. As you can see, the slate looks very empty. So I guess they're holding off for D23, which is good because D23, they're gonna have a lot of new information. So we got 2 Avengers movies coming out the same exact year. We got Kang's Dynasty, and then we have Secret Wars.
DK.
This is big. I mean, it's not DK because
it's DK because they've pushed back movies before, so it's DK.
But
yo,
when they announced Endgame, when they announced Endgame and they announced fucking Infinity War, they were not pushed back, and they were both shot back to back. If they were shot separately, then yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, it could definitely. I've noticed when they do Avengers slates, that date never change.
Yeah.
They always keep true to the date when it comes down to Avengers.
Nigga, right?
Yo, this is like Chris said it. Like Marvel really hurt his feelings in the passage. They put the movie back.
Whoa, right? Fuck these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, Marvel hurt his feelings when they pushed that movie back.
Which movie was it specifically?
What? Yeah, I'm trying.
Which one was you waiting for?
Yeah, since you're so big on saying DK, so give us a little bit of context. Give us a little bit of context on what movie really like twisted your nips on a delay. Because I only can think about 2 movies that got delayed more than once.
There was the Multiverse of Madness. That got delayed.
I did get delayed, yeah.
I mean, that's
I got heavy delay.
COVID.
I think that's a good reason.
That's a good. Listen, I'm just saying, TK.
And Black Panther. Somebody died for that. That's the reason why somebody died.
I think the only movie that got really dicked on being delayed was Black Widow.
Yeah.
Black Widow got delayed like a year.
Yeah, I was annoyed by that because I want to see my girl Scarlett. You know, we pushed that back a couple of times, and I ain't got no more Scarlett. Yo, y'all better bring her back by Secret Invasion. I ain't even playing with y'all, yo. Bring back Scarlett Johansson.
Maybe also didn't they say that she was working on a secret project with for Marvel?
I thought she was working. They said secret. I think it was a secret thing for Disney. I don't know if it was Marvel, but I could be wrong.
They need to bring her back.
I
ain't seen this chick in all the movies. Where she at? Put it. Marvel girl, where you at, man?
Yeah, man. I mean, I can't wait until to see what happens at D23. What fills in the voids in here? Because this is not that far out, man. 2025. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's 2 years from now. That's not far. That's not that far compared to like when we heard about Infinity War and Endgame. I think we was like 4 years out or some shit like that. It was like, we got to stay alive for this shit.
Yeah,
I remember this conversation, yo. Like, we gotta stay alive to watch these fucking movies.
Bro, I don't know. The way Marvel keep coming with more movies that I want to see, I think I have to be immortal at this point, bro. Like, I gotta be Duncan McLeod.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when we get old? When we get older and shit, and we like in our 70s and shit, you know. I'm hoping that God gives us the opportunity to live that long. But like, what's gonna happen? Like, when we see movies like, oh, they have a slate and they be like, it's 4 years from now. You're like, yeah, I may not be able to see this movie. Like, it's gonna stop.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a time where we're not gonna see something. You know what I mean?
Make a wish, yo.
Oh man.
You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's. I don't know. But this is like for us. This is like prime. Like whatever they make is gonna be like reboots or whatever. That's what I'm hoping. Like right now, the reboot of who's playing Iron Man is being born right now.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
Yeah, I can see us being in our 70s and then Marvel's going to be like, finally, what you all been waiting for, Avengers Onslaught. I said, God damn it. Yo, Avengers Onslaught.
Yeah, just put me in a cryo tube.
Nah, it'll be Avengers versus X-Men. Finally, 2055. God damn it!
God, yo.
Actually, yo, we're gonna be in a situation where like Kevin Feige's like, "Hey, I'm retiring," and we're gonna be like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, right.
That's when shit rebooted. That's when they're gonna reboot everything.
Yo, for real, Kevin Feige. Once Kevin Feige, something happens to him, oh man,
yeah,
that's gonna be a sad day. It's gonna be a sad day for us moviegoers because this guy has his hands in everything and he is very efficient.
He's a visionary.
He's us, man. He's
visionary
us,
people, man. Visionary people. You can't replace those, man.
Nah, it's once in a generation, man.
So hopefully, man, D23, man, we're gonna get some more information about these two Avengers movies, which I thought was very. I was very surprised that they was gonna show this at Hall H, but I guess they wanted to make sure that the fans were happy about this shit. Hopefully we get a director that's attached. I'm assuming if it's a back-to-back, it's going to be the Russo brothers. Because they can handle it, right?
Gotta be.
And they've been crying about a Secret Wars movie.
Where did that come from?
So I really hope that they're able to kind of come back. You know, they had a long enough break, right, since 2018. By the time they start, filming this movie, will be 2023, end of that. So that they have enough time, like 5 years of red carpets and work to kind of like be refreshed and do these movies. I really hope they can come back for that because I really like the Russo brothers.
And they've been involved in a lot of projects too, so they had a lot of time to clear their minds away from this stuff where it's not constantly cluttered in their minds. So gives them an opportunity to come up with some fresh stuff too. So they'll everybody involved.
They were working. I believe they was working nonstop since 2014. They did Civil War.
Yeah.
After Civil War, no, they did Winter Soldier. Then they did Civil War right after, and then they jumped right into those two Avenger projects. So they was working nonstop every year. So I get it. They was a little burnt out. So yeah. So they talked about That's pretty much what they talked about. Other than that, they had a panel for Wakanda Forever. They had the cast come out. They even had Namor come out. They had everybody come out, and dude, it was the cast was like you could tell they was in tears, man. Cause they know that Chadwick is not around. They know that it was a hard movie to make, and you could definitely feel it. Even watching the trailer, like it was kind of like it was. I had a couple of tears because I missed the character. It's not more of what I saw is what I felt. It is what I saw. It's how I felt because what they were dealing with, like the crying and the loss of someone. I felt that as losing Chadwick Boseman. Like I know he's not in the movie, but I know that there's a loss, and that loss is real. That's not something that.
Yeah.
It's that's what I felt. I more or less I felt the loss of him.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like.
It was really good editing, but I think majority of the crying scene, except for like Shuri when she's in the white with the crying and stuff, I think majority of the tears is coming from because in the trailer you see Namor floods Atlantis. I mean floods Wakanda, and I think majority of the crying is coming from that Wakanda is going to get lost.
I think I think the flooding of Wakanda is the reason why Chadwick dies. I think that what happened because they were saying there was a rumor saying that he was saving a child, and the only way he can save the child is give the child, I guess, some shit. I guess he gave him I guess he gave him the beads. He gave him the beads so he can breathe underwater. So he can. Right. I guess he ends up drowning. As you can see, Shuri, when she was wearing all white, she was holding the helmet of Black Panther for the funeral. I'm like, oh man, that's gonna be a fucked up scene.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, she's holding the helmet. I'm like, damn, bro, this is gonna be fucking sad, dude. And even like they're gonna with Namor's situation, it looked like he's been going through some shit too.
I'll wait.
Yeah. I have no idea. I really don't know. Like I know that there's leaks out there, but I really don't know what's the story here. But Namor looks badass, bro. He looks badass.
I mean, I know Marvel's going to change his motives, probably because they do that shit now. They want you to feel for their villains and shit or whatever and stuff. Yeah. But Namor flooded Wakanda in the comics, and he did it because he's a dick. Namor's a dick. Yeah. That's just pure and simple. He's an asshole. But in the movie, they're gonna give him a different motive. I already know it. But when he did it in the comic books, it's just to do it because he doesn't like T'Challa, and T'Challa doesn't like him. Yeah. And that's why he does it.
I think
they really have a death view. Like T'Challa promises to kill him. Like I promise you. Like they have a death feud in the comic books. Like, he said, "Bro, I promise I will kill you. I'm going to kill you, yo." That's why it hurts that we talk about the recasting. We talk about the recasting and shit. It hurts that we're not going to get stories like that because T'Challa got some real rivalries that it goes deep, and we're not going to get that. Like,
I was like, just give it to Shuri.
Yeah, but Shuri was only temporary.
Yeah.
Like everybody says, everybody that could ever read briefly Black Panther comic books, they say Shuri became Black Panther, but she died. She got killed. She died right before. You see that Avengers Secret War? She died right before that.
I was telling the chat. I was telling you guys earlier, like in the thing. I'm like, I think in the trailer they spoiled something big, and I didn't want to get into it because I knew we was gonna probably have a conversation about it. I'm like, yo, but in in the fucking end, not in the end, but like towards the middle of the trailer, the queen of Wakanda is like, "Yo, my whole family is gone."
Yeah.
So I'm like, did Shuri fucking die? You know what I mean? Did she rock the fucking, like, did she bite the bullet already, like, early on?
It's confusing, bro, because it's like we don't know exactly what they're doing or what time period this takes place. So Shuri got snapped, you know? They both got snapped. So that could be something that's happening during that time of the blip.
During the snap, yeah, she could have probably said that during the snap. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that could be during that time frame. And then, you know, because we also heard leaks, and whether this stuff is true or not, but like I think it's true because we've been hearing it forever, right? So now, during that time, now Shuri comes back or whatever, and then she has to go to the ancestral plane. And if you're saying that T'Challa dies saving a kid, she might create the synthetic herb, go to the ancestral plane, and not see him there, right? And meet Killmonger, like they say, is the leaks right now. But all right, so one part of me, I'm with Red wholeheartedly. Like, I am so pissed off that they're saying that they're not gonna recast T'Challa because there's so many stories and connections. Like, I've been going in and went off on this subject so many times on this channel already. But what I'm watching that trailer, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I sat back and I just watched it, and I just got a different feeling. Like, this shit is gonna be something different than one of these regular Marvel movies, bro. And maybe it's because of the real life aspect that everybody is bringing to it. But this shit might be something that is totally unexpected and different than we ever thought we were gonna get.
Yeah. Watching that trailer, I felt like this movie was bigger than what Black Panther is as a character. That's so I kind of like forgot about that aspect, even though the title is called Black Panther, right? It should have been named Wakanda Forever, and that's it, right? Because then it gives everyone kind of like a situation that's not tied to one singular person. But when I watched it, I didn't even think about the whole recasting shit. I thought about watching the story as a whole. Them dealing with loss, right? You know what I mean? I know it kind of like shoots Marvel in the foot because like then you can't use the character again, right? Because you know we had so many different other iterations of Batman and Robins and Jokers. Like why would we just only have one Black Panther? Like,
bro,
if inclusion is something that we want to deal with, you know, you want to make sure that you want to keep inspiring young Black and brown folks to keep seeing their hero on TV or on the theaters.
Yo, just to touch on what you said about Batman, like most people don't even realize from the Michael Keaton Batman to the George Clooney Batman, that's all the same Batman. It's not a different Batman. That's the same Batman recasting. Recasting, but he's playing the same Batman that Michael Keaton was in the movie. They're all the same. That's the same Batman. So people talking about, that recasting can't happen because there's only one T'Challa. I'm like, to me, there's only one Blade, but we recasted Blade.
Exactly.
Wesley Snipes is Blade. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah. So Wesley Snipes.
I'm about to go in. You got to refuel.
About to start up again. Wesley Snipes is Blade. Like even he redid the character Blade. Like when they casted him as Blade, Marvel automatically scrapped whatever Blade looked like, and they drew him to look like Wesley Snipes' version of Blade. He made Blade. He made Blade popular again. He brought back superhero movies to the big screen because Blade did so good. Everybody like to give the credit to X-Men, but we all know it was really Blade that really brought back superhero movies to the big screen.
It's true. It's 1,000% true.
So look, and another point is, I'm jumping all over the place. If we never would have recast Superman because Christopher Reeves was everybody's Superman, we would never would have got the beautiful movie that we got now called Man of Steel with Henry Cavill.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that is that's a masterpiece. I feel like it's one of the best Superman movies I've ever seen, bro. Like I'm sorry. No disrespect to Christopher Reeves, but that's one of the best Superman movies I've ever seen, bro. And I love Man of Steel. Like we can recast the role and still respect the work that Chadwick Boseman done, because there will never be another Black Panther that'll have the impact the way the first Black Panther movie did, bro. Like there's never be another Black Panther movie to have that same kind of impact. Like it broke barriers. It did so much. We can still recast the role and still respect Chadwick Boseman. Where he's still going to be T'Challa in my heart and everybody's heart. But let's tell T'Challa. Let's keep telling T'Challa's story. Like we don't need to stop telling his story because he passed away. That's all.
I agree. I agree with that too because they should have just definitely recast, but give the movie delay the movie, right? So that actor doesn't feel like he's just taking someone else's role. You know what I mean? Like because even because on the other side of the coin, they would have recasted him and people would have been comparing him, talking shit like he's not Chadwick, and that's not something you want to come into, right? Right. There's always toxic on either way, right? We can't. Not everyone could be pleased. So that actor would have been foreshadowed. It would not have been his best work because he would have been trying to act like Chadwick. Yep. Right? You don't want to act like different.
I feel like I agree with you on that shit with the acting like Chadwick. I agree with you. You cannot go into the movie acting like Chadwick. You have to go into that movie. If they recast him, you have to go into that movie and you have to make your own T'Challa. You have to bring your own T'Challa in there. Because if you go in there trying to act like Chadwick, it's not going to work. That's the same thing they try to do with Superman Returns with Brandon Routh. He was going in there trying to act like Christopher Reeve, not trying to act like Superman. And that's why that movie bombed, bro.
But the thing is, when you say that, right? When you say that, then this comes, and once again, we're jumping all over the place with this. With Fantastic Beasts, right? He came in with his own Grindelwald, and we're like, "Yo, what the fuck you doing?" We want
right
something of continuity with Johnny Depp. Like it threw us off. Like
I agree with you. I agree with you, but that's the Grindelwald thing. It was the writer's fault because you could tell that the scenes that were written for Grindelwald had Johnny Depp in mind. They should have redid some of the scenes and like made it more to Mads Mikkelsen's like character or like you know what I mean. Like when I saw the scenes with him going through the people. That gave me Johnny Depp vibe. It didn't look like anything Mads Mikkelsen would do. It gave me Johnny Depp vibe. That's something Johnny would do, playing to the crowd and like having the crowd carry him and all that. Yo, that's something Johnny would do. That's not Mads Mikkelsen's kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I feel like they just took him and said, okay, do this. You're gonna do this stuff, and it didn't fit. I don't know, man, but I feel like. They have time to work it out. Maybe I don't know in the future. Hopefully, in the future, they could.
Let me ask y'all.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done with my point. Maybe hopefully in the future they could do something to work it out. Just to put it out there, I'm still going to support the movie. I'm not going to turn my back on Black Panther. I'm not going to stop watching it. I'm going to support.
Red, don't jump off the bus yet, man.
No. It's not like they Amber Heard and shit like that, yo. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm gonna support the movie. I'm gonna support the black actors and the black actresses that's in there. I'm gonna support Ryan Coogler and his black creativity. Because we need more of these stories. We need more multicultural heroes in there. We need more Kamala Khans. We need more Black Panthers. We need more Miles Morales. We need more, as Hispanic superheroes too. We need to put some spotlights on some Hispanic superheroes besides him being a mixed Miles Morales, which is like half black, half Hispanic. Let's make a full Hispanic superhero. Let's make more characters out there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
And that's why that's why seeing like even though I'm not Mexican, but like I felt it. Like when you saw Namor and you saw the whole like aesthetic of the Aztec, like that's bringing representation to like a group of people that's been displaced, treated very unfairly, and they get this right. And watching the panel and watching the guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He came out. He said, "Listen, and he was talking, and he was like, hey, listen, this goes out to like the kids in the hood. You get to come to the theater and you get to see someone like yourself." And I was like, holy shit! Like, it's just like you get those things, and it's like, yo, like even if they don't fall in the class of culture, it's still like the Hispanic race, the Hispanic people get some kind of representation and good representation, and it looks so fucking good. And Ryan Coogler, he's a stickler when it comes down to culture. right?
Man.
He doesn't throw anything up because it looks good. Like there's a reason behind everything.
Yep.
Wardrobe, everything. Like he dives himself deep. And if you was to see him, the dude has like a stuttering problem, right? And I have a stuttering problem as well. And it's like to see someone like him, right? Young kid, thinks in incomplete thoughts and kind of stumbles across his words. And to get a movie like that, like to get a property, that means it's beyond what people see surface level. It's about the work.
Yeah. I fuck with that dude so heavy, man.
It's about the work, and you could tell he's rough around the edges. And think about it, like he had these white dudes, these execs, believing in what he can create. So that I see representation in that too. Ryan Coogler does his thing, bro. Like with Fruitvale, fucking Balboa, not Balboa, Creed, like all these fucking movies like are fucking great, and I'm glad that we're able to kind of retain him for the second movie. And I know that he probably had a really good script with Chadwick in mind that we will probably never get to see or hear, but you know he had to deal with some shit and rewrites, and hopefully he was able to create. And I trust him. I trust him wholeheartedly that he has a story that will be like great. Yeah, it was dope. It was dope to see, man. It was a beautiful trailer. It didn't give you too much, but you could tell like it's gonna be like gut wrenching.
I just found it, you know, it's kind of it was crazy because I mean the trailer did. I was being cold hearted a little bit online because I didn't want to show that the trailer got to me. It got to me a little bit because even the music choice they chose, Bob Marley's "No Woman No Cry." I felt like I felt like Redemption Song would have been like a better choice because that Bob Marley died of cancer, so did Chadwick Boseman, and like Redemption Song was like one of his last songs that he made, like coming to grips with it, like his mortality and stuff like that. It's like that song is about coming to grips with your mortality and understanding like how your life has been, how your life went, and everything like that. And I feel like that song would have been a good choice too. But I mean, I love "No Woman No Cry." Don't get me wrong. For the trailer, and it was very touching and deep the way they used it in the movie too. In the trailer,
I think the song choice is more or less like his work in general. Like, I think it's outside of Black Panther. I think it's everything. Yeah, everything that man has created.
It was good to see. It was just the crazy connection that because Bob Marley died of cancer and then Chadwick left because of cancer too.
Yeah.
Song choice is like kind of deep, and then like the way it switches to like it's like it goes to "No Woman No Cry" to "We Gonna Be All Right," and it's like it's saying that even though we've gone through some shit, we gonna be all right, and I like that. I dig that about the trailer. I love that.
That shit hit.
Yeah, they do it good. Even with the Black Panther 1, the first trailer was amazing, right?
Yeah.
Even the song choice there was a hit. Like I was listening to that song without, like I was listening to the song like the remix.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was a very good trailer. I'm looking forward to seeing it. It comes out this year. November, right? November. Was a date on it? November 10th or some shit.
I got you right now. Hold on.
I could be wrong, but November 10th or 23rd, some shit like that.
It is November. Yeah, where we at?
Yeah, I had to watch the trailer a couple of times. Cause the first time I watched it, I missed the whole fucking like Atlantean army riding on the whales and shit. I was like, oh shit.
That's fire, bro. Even the birth.
Yeah.
Even the birth. They show the birth. The when he was giving the lady was giving birth was probably like his Namor.
Yeah.
Definitely was.
When I saw the baby with the wing feet, I said, "Oh, fucking Namor."
Did y'all see
and
a
they give
tumor?
his wings, huh?
Did y'all see a tumor?
Yeah, tumor was there. I think I think a tumor is the reason why. I think it's not Namor that flooded Wakanda. I think they're trying to frame him. I think that's how they're gonna try to play it off. Like it's a tumor that's as the protagonist.
It could be, but well, okay. So this is what I was gonna ask y'all before I got cut off before. What do y'all think? Because after because at first I was like, Red, I'm not feeling none of these leaks. I'm not like, this shit got me tight. They don't want to recast them, whatever, right? After seeing that and the emotional connection I had to it, and like to step back and think about it, what do y'all think, right? First of all, that they didn't recast him, or they saying they're not recasting him because of the fact they already know what they're getting with this movie, and they don't want to take away from it. So we're gonna give everybody a chance to grieve. And maybe T'Challa is not gone, right? Because from the leaks that we heard, Shuri goes into the ancestral plane, and T'Challa's not there. She runs into Killmonger, whatever. The thing I've been advocating for the longest is like, yo, you could just make him the King of the Dead, and that's how you bring him back. So what if that's the case, where he's somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Like Moon Knight was in a different version of the afterlife, you know what I'm saying? Instead of the ancestral plane. And while he's off doing that, all of this is going on. And then we get through this movie, everybody's able to grieve, respect this for what it is. And then later on, they recast and then bring T'Challa back as the King of the Dead in another movie, or maybe even in Secret Wars, on some real crazy surprise type shit.
Because I think it will take away from the emotional aspect of this movie. Like, just to bring them back, they're not. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna play with the whole. Especially
so
with
you think we're just not gonna get no T'Challas anymore at all?
Nah, I don't think we're gonna get T'Challa anymore. I think we're just gonna get a different variant, maybe, or not a variant, but maybe like a child, or because they said there was a child that's connected. I don't know. I don't think someone that passed away and that's gone, that died in real life, they're gonna label him as the King of the Dead. I think that would be like probably insensitive to Chadwick's situation.
Not if you recast him, you bring back another actor.
They're not gonna deal with the backlash. That's me personally. I don't think we're gonna deal with it.
I hear you. I'm just trying to reach right now because I don't want that to be the outcome of this. Like I've talked about this so many times. That character is too important. Like y'all got Iron Man and all this shit. Like in the comics, T'Challa is way more fucking important than Tony Stark and all this shit that they got going on right now,
bro.
So for y'all to really say that we not gonna bring back this character at all, bro, I'm very uneasy.
I'm gonna say the ache, man. They're not bringing him back because he's black, bro. It's as simple as that. He's black.
Listen, I feel like that too, but I'm like,
they're not bringing him back.
It's over. You know, I'm starting to now like just kind of like just whatever happens, you know, because I've noticed that, you know, we get so like emotionally attached to these characters with Marvel and these movies and shit, and we have this kind of like this entitlement situation how we got. Like we feel like something needs because we need that. At this point in time, like, listen, if they decided not to cast them, it's a fucked up situation, but I'm not going to get mad. I'm like, I don't care at this point.
Nah, you know what it is? It's not even that the fact they decided to recast them. It's the fact that the way they said it. They said they feel like because of the Chadwick and what he brought to the character, or we feel like it'd be disrespectful to recast him. I think that was Feige said to some essence of that. And then his family came out and rebutted it that like, no, he would want the character to be recasted. Like they let Disney and Marvel know that he would want the character to be recasted because that character is too important to be just put on the shelf, and he'll feel it's a disservice to like just shelve the character, and that's what they're doing anyway. They don't, and I mean, it's whatever because I'm pretty sure if they wanted to make another Captain America, if Chris Evans has passed away and they wanted to make another Captain America movie, they would have recast the Captain America. They would have found some way to do another Captain America movie, so a Tony Stark movie or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's just that the fact that he's a black hero, and you know, we don't really care. We could just tell another story. We don't really need to recast his role or whatever like that. Whatever.
That's how I'm looking at it. Because it's like, yo, bro, if something happened to Tom Holland, you telling me we're not gonna have no more Spider-Man? Get the fuck out of here, bro. All this fighting they was doing to get that character back, and something was to, God forbid, happen to him, you telling me they're gonna be like, oh, nah, the respect to him, we're not gonna do no.
There's no way they're gonna put Peter Parker on the show.
Fuck out of here, bro.
I think they're gonna end up just using. They're gonna probably end up using that child. Whatever the leaks are doing with the child. If he had a secret child and the secret child was born, if the secret child was already like of age, like 8 years old or 10 years old, and after the dusting, it adds another 5. They could play around with the age. So he's 15, 16 years old. They could start, have a young Black Panther, and his name may not be T'Challa, but they're gonna end up probably using T'Challa's experiences in the comics and retrofit them with this new character.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, bro. It's not the mantle of Black Panther that everybody's bugging about, bro. It's T'Challa, the character, period. That man, not the Black Panther mantle running around in the suit, bro. It's like that character, T'Challa, is what's important. That's the first Black superhero that we ever got, like, in Marvel. Like, that's way more important than just saying, all right, we got to.
I wasn't a gangbanger. I wasn't no fucking hood person. It was just a straight up king.
Yeah, like, nah, bro. And then, like, go ahead, my bro.
No, go ahead, finish. I'm done. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, and it's like, you look at, like, we were just talking about Chadwick and the characters that he chose to play. You got Jackie Robinson and Thurgood Marshall, and all of these characters that he chose to play was because they were important to Black history. He didn't just jump on this because it's a superhero and it's a paycheck. It's because T'Challa as a character is important to Black history. So for you to be like, all right, that character is Chadwick and they're one and the same and we can't do that, that's like blasphemy and going against everything in the reasoning and why he wanted to bring this character to life in the first place. Bro, and that's what I'm talking about. Like,
Marvel don't care, bro. Like, and then especially with this society, like, it's so easy now to like just put it as like to say, oh, it'd be disrespectful if we recast the role, so we're not gonna recast it. And then so people are so attached to like putting actors into one role that they will be like, yeah, you're right. We should recast it. We should never have a Black Panther story again with T'Challa and blah 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 blah. Like, if people had their way, there would never be another Wolverine, bro. Because they wouldn't want Hugh Jackman to be recasted, the Wolverine to be recast as Wolverine. They would, bro. It's ridiculous. The people.
I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't say that Marvel doesn't care, right? Because Marvel does care, right? The Chadwick doesn't own the Black Panther character, right? This is their IP, and they're actually losing money out from not having that IP, right? So they just decided to give it to one character, which I don't agree. I wish that I agree with y'all. Like, it should be they should recast the character. They should have delayed the movie, right? Get another character, like, let the kind of like that surge of emotion go, that not die down, but kind of like subsides, where you can kind of like bring someone else in without getting backlash. They should have did that. I agree with it, but as of right now, moving forward, I don't think they're gonna move. I don't think they're gonna recast that character. Right? I don't think so. I don't foresee it.
Yeah, I don't even think they should have postponed it. I still wholeheartedly feel they could have went through the second movie without having him in there. Everybody thinking he's dead, or like you said, he died in the flooding, or assumed dead, or whatever. Like, you could do all that. My thing is talking about the hard stop on, all right, we're not doing no more T'Challa stories. That's what I'm talking about. The hard stop on that. You don't gotta delay this movie. Bring this movie out. Let it be what it is. Let everybody mourn and whatever, connected to Chadwick, real life, whatever. But to say that you're not gonna bring him back ever again, that's what I'm talking about. Is kind of crazy. Like, that makes no sense to me.
Yes, I mean, we tend to forget this is the comic book universe, bro. People come back to life every day in comic book stories. The real guys not come back to life, but like, you could do something. You could tell a story in a way where, a different person is playing him, and it's understandable why his features is different, or his features look different, or whatever that. Or you can just recast it. Don't say nothing at all. Just
Yeah, word. Just
keep it going, keep it pushing.
We all caught up. Yeah, just bring him in. All right, he's back. This and that. All right, keep it moving. Like,
I mean, he played the role one time. Like, I mean, not one time. He did it for Civil War. He did one Black Panther movie, and then he did Avengers Ensemble. Like, he really just played the role 3 times.
Nothing is complete with his story at all.
Nothing is finished.
Nothing. It's barely even started. Like,
I don't know, but you know, like he says, it's the IP. I personally feel like, do they not care about Chadwick Boseman? No, I'm not saying that. They do care. They cared enough. They feel like it's honoring him by shelving the T'Challa role. But I do feel it's a disservice to the Black community and Black kids that do want to look up to a Black superhero.
Yeah.
And they don't have that now with T'Challa. They read T'Challa in the comic books and they don't have him in the big screen no more. It's like, bro, I don't know. It's whack. But that's just me. So
super whack. I think we all on the same boat as far as they choice. But once again, Disney they're human, they're reactionary. They said that they were not going to get James Gunn back, and they brought him back. So you fire someone, say nope, he's not coming back, and then you rehire him. Then you give him a movie. You're not even finish his movie.
They're about to lose their Guardian staff.
So it's you know what I mean? Like, it's, who knows, man? Who knows what Marvel has in store? We don't know. We haven't seen the movie. We don't know if there's a cliffhanger or there's some kind of inkling that maybe he's not dead. Maybe he's still alive, and they're gonna leave it to the viewer's imagination to find out what he thinks, where he's at in life. Or maybe they could play it off I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know what this movie's gonna be about, man. Because this movie was something that he passed away, and they had to rewrite a brand new treatment.
Yeah.
And so this was something that was done very quickly. I understand that Ryan Coogler is very fucking talented, and I'm sure he probably drafted something that was meaningful. So until November, man, we find out what's happening, man. But I just don't want to. I don't want to go into the film with that screw face, Black Panther's not here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me personally, I'm talking about me.
I don't want to do that either.
Yeah, because I know myself, and I know I'll end up doing that, and I just gotta get myself out of that mindset. Let me go into this movie as not knowing the back end of what Disney's doing. Maybe I'm just a casual watcher, right? I don't know anything about the recasting news or nothing. I'm not in that world of rumors.
Right.
Let me go into this shit as a casual watch, and hopefully I'm hoping I'll be blown away.
Right.
That's what I want. But I know that when that shit comes down, I'm not.
Yo, stinky dip. He didn't even say goodbye.
Yeah, no, he put in the private chat right here that he got a bounce. So I figured that But yeah, man, trailer was good.
Theories, real quick. I'm gonna throw this out there early, so if it happens, I can get credit for it. But yo, let's say, what do y'all think? Right? Doom, puppeteering everything in the background, right? Before we get to see, we don't even have to see him in the movie, end credit scene, whatever, right? But Doom kills the king of Atlantis, which means Namor has to step up as the king and try to get revenge for who he thinks killed his parent. Same thing, T'Challa dies, because I didn't even hear about him drowning, saving the kid or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But let's just say he dies whatever kind of way, but either way, it's somehow because of Doom, and now the two countries are at war because of this misconception, and that's why everything is going on, because Doom is trying to get into Wakanda, get the vibranium, end up making his suit out of vibranium. What do y'all think of that being the underlying plot of what's actually going on and possibly in this movie?
I really don't know. I saw the leaks and rumors and shit, but I really do not know. After watching this trailer, there was really nothing that even looked remotely like these leaks. The tone of the movie just feels different.
I'm wondering about the army that they had on the boats.
I don't know, man. So once again, I don't want to get too fucking wrapped up with this Doom shit, because then I'll be tight if Doom doesn't even in the movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, like we gonna do all this shit in it.
I'm trying to get shit to distract me from T'Challa not being there, man. I'm all over the place right now.
Trust and believe. If I saw Doom, I probably would kind of forget about that aspect too. But like, I just don't want to get super hyped up because Doom is a fucking that's a top tier fucking villain. And if he is controlling it and he's helping Atuma try to take regime of Atlantis, like, hey, listen, I'll help you. I will fucking, we will blackmail Namor for him to end up having to step down because he flooded Wakanda. Then you be up, like, you know what I mean? He's pretty much like M'Baku of Atlantis.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's how I'm looking at it, like that.
And I think that M'Baku maybe, I wouldn't say he might don not the Black Panther set, but like whatever the ape god. Maybe he'll end up being a version of the ape god or something like that. Maybe we'll get that some kind of like. Cause that guy will be that CG. Whoever's gonna do his CG, he's gonna be fucking huge. That guy is fucking like 6. He's like red type. He's like 6'5", whatever, like tall.
I didn't even think about that, but that should be crazy if they give him a vibe. Because I did see he had like a bone necklace. Who's to say Shuri ain't set him up with some shit? He might jump out as the white ape or the great ape in this shit. You know what I'm saying? That'll be crazy too.
Yeah, like you get to see that. You get to see because at the end of the trailer, you see there's a Black Panther, right? There's a black and gold Black Panther. We all know that's gonna probably be the Shuri. So you might get the man ape as well as Black Panther in the same scene fighting because I guess M'Baku, he helped. The last thing he did for Chadwick is for T'Challa was help him out during the war, and he got dusted. Yeah. His sister got dusted. There was no king.
He brought him onto the council too. He was in the council at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he was in the council and he was there, and so he probably ended up taking over Wakanda as interacting. That's why I think the queen was like, her family's gone.
King.
Because the government was like, hey, there's no king. We're gonna start, infiltrating Wakanda and shit. She's like, what do you guys want from me? I lost everybody. Like, what else do you want us to give you? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. So when you said that, it clicked. I was like, yeah, maybe this is during the dusting. This is like, story that we didn't get. Yeah, man. I think M'Baku maybe getting a bigger role in this. Maybe. He's a good actor. There's a Winston.
Yeah, Winston Duke.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That'd be nice, man. I'm here for whatever, man. I'm here for good stories. I'm here for some good action. I want to see some Marvel shit. Yeah. Did you guys? You saw the She-Hulk trailer too?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did you guys feel about that?
I don't like Professor Hulk.
You don't like him?
I never liked him in comic books anyway either. I've never been a fan of Professor Hulk, But I get it. He's got to train this girl how to be a Hulk, like how to control her like strength and like stuff. So I get it why they doing Professor Hulk. But
they really updated the CG. People were complaining about the CG not being great, and it looks way better. Like, it's still like it needs a little bit touching up, but it looks way better. It's not throwing me off.
Way better than when it was before.
Though, I don't know. People just like to complain about anything when it comes to CG. Like, Shrek. I didn't feel like she looked like Fiona from Shrek, but
she was definitely hot. She was pretty.
Yeah,
she was definitely sexy. That's her whole appeal. It's not like we being misogynist. It's like that's her whole claim was her being a sexy lawyer. Like, she was always a type to be like, she was very like into relationships, and because she wasn't her human self was not like that.
Oh yeah, she's free. She's
a freak. Yeah, like she's a freak.
She out there. You know what I'm saying?
She was
Jennifer from the streets out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got excited. So I'm like, so I'm thinking about,
word, bro. Word.
We got fucking Daredevil, right? So like, what the fuck is Daredevil? Is because this looks like it's California based. why the fuck is Matt Murdock in California?
I don't know.
But that
Isn't that
suit,
New York?
man.
I thought it was in New
Did
York.
they say that? Did they say that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
'Cause
figured that too.
it looks like California. Or it looks like West Coast. I could be wrong. It doesn't feel like New York to me. But that's also
Maybe
set
just
design.
the time she was training on the island and shit was there. You know what I'm saying? And maybe like everything else takes place back in the city.
But like, yo, seeing Daredevil, I'm like, oh, they really gonna show this guy? I'm glad they didn't show the whole face. But like the flip with that shit was fucking fire, bro. I was so hyped. Like, damn, we're really getting a fucking Daredevil cameo in fucking She-Hulk. And that's next month.
And I heard about it. All I needed to see was that red and yellow suit, bro. I lost my mind, bro.
But it's like, I know they said she's from California, so she might be right.
It's California?
Oh, maybe.
She-Hulk is the character. She's from California, so you might be right about that.
Yeah, it felt very like West Coast-ish the way it was filmed, but like yeah. But anyways, I'm sure that they're gonna explain it. Maybe she goes to New York, you know. Maybe she eventually,
eventually she has to go to New York because she do end up being part of the Fantastic Four, different teams. So I think eventually she does come to New York.
Yo, I was excited. Yo, my man Wong is the new Nick Fury, bro. Yo, Wong,
bro.
Yo, my man is everywhere.
The WCU, man, the Wong Cinematic Universe. Let's get it.
Yo, he's everywhere, bro. He's like, I'll take any check. I don't care. If it's TV, I'm Wong. I'm Wong. I am Wong. I am Benedict Wong playing Wong. That shit's crazy, yo. It was good to see him.
Wong is badass. As I remember correctly, the comic book Wong is a badass character too, yo. So I don't know.
It's good to see it, man. Because based on Shang-Chi, it shows that he has a relationship with Emil. So it's only right to see him, because she's defending him. So it's only right to see, his situation. Maybe he turns out to be not a super dick person because he was in the military. He was kind of like cocky. He wasn't like a villain. He didn't have a motive. He just wanted to be better than Hulk. Yeah. He wanted to be able to defeat him.
Well, it started off with him following orders, but then I think it became more of a personal rivalry when the Hulk beat him the first time. So he
smashed him into the tree. Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah. That was the second time. The first time he beat him, he killed his men, and then he threw like some big ass when he first at him or some shit like that he just barely dodged, and that's when he asked Ross like, "Yo," he said, "You're not being completely honest with us here. I want another crack at this guy. Yo. I want to be enhanced or whatever like that." So that's when they started the enhancement shit, and then that's when he got kicked into the tree.
He said, "Yo, he broke every bone in his body.
Mm-hmm.
How's he alive?" Bro, shit. So,
bro, they said there's a comic book that X-Men Wolverine Origins, where Wolverine explains what it's like to be punched by the Hulk or hit by the Hulk. He said, and Wolverine said, literally in the comic book, he said, "You don't feel it at first. It's like he punched you so hard that your soul leaves your body." And then it comes crashing back in, and you feel it, and then you feel it all at once, bro. I was like, "Yo, that's crazy, yo."
My man out here astral projecting dudes out here, bro.
Yo,
slapping souls out of bodies out here. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
Hilarious.
Yo, that's a punch, bro.
That is crazy, man. But man, Marvel got a lot of projects happening. We're gonna have a lot of content,
and none from DC.
I think every year. And we got 2 things from DC. I don't know what the fuck they was doing. We supposed to get. I don't know what the fuck they was.
Oh,
whoa,
Echo.
That was Echo, right? It's gone, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we were supposed to get Henry coming back, and I guess that rumor was a really good rumor, and it was fake because He didn't show up. Even TMZ fucking reported that shit. I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, WB can't get a fucking break, bro.
He forgot. He didn't forget playing Warcraft and shit.
Yo, maybe.
Right?
It's crazy because even with the trailer, even for the Shazam trailer, like those kids look old. Like they could be playing Shazam themselves. My man was like, Shazam. Yeah. I was like, yo, my man's not old now, dude. What the fuck?
I was gonna like they did actually recast the kid. Like I wouldn't even remember. I don't even remember what the kid looked like. We cast him. I would have recast the kids.
Yeah, he was like Shazam. I'm like, oh man, he looks like an adult now. Like he could play himself. Like the fuck, like this shit was crazy. But yeah, like WB wants to bury like everything that Zack Snyder did, but yet in the trailer they used his stock footage, right? They talked about even when he said, "Oh, there's a guy running around with a red suit." In my head, I thought Superman, right? They show Flash.
Yeah,
right? I thought like red. But then I thought, but the first when I heard red, I'm like, oh, Superman. But they show Flash, and they said Batman. And I'm like, Jason Momoa. I'm like, damn, you can't get Superman. You can't even get a fucking cameo. Even the fucking Peacemaker, he was a silhouette. The first Shazam was just a chest shot. Like, yo, what, yo, what do we need? What does the fan need to do in order to get Superman proper, right? What do we need to do? What's happening here?
They're gonna say, go out and watch Aquaman while Amber Heard.
Yeah, we didn't even get no new footage of that. We didn't even get footage of that shit. But I think they're holding off at Fandom. DC has their own kind of like convention, streaming convention. So they're probably waiting for that to announce like major like things. I mean, cause they had a small Hall H presence, right? We all saw Black Adam. You know, we all same trailers. We seen some like new Dr. Fate shit where he kind of like it shows like the helmet has some kind of like grasp on him. That was pretty good to see. But they didn't really show much. It says Zack Snyder's coming back to DC in Teen Titans. I was dying, bro.
Wow.
Like, really? Is that the news? He's gonna be a character in Teen Titans? Oh,
the
man.
TV show or the movie? Or they're making a movie?
No, the cartoon.
Oh no!
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The cartoon Teen Titans.
Wow.
I'm like, what's happening?
I give up on WB, man. I don't know. Yeah,
wow.
What's going over there.
Yeah, they need. DC needs their own studios that deals with just DC. Like you don't have the execs that deal with like Fantastic Beasts dealing with fucking DC shit. You need DC have their own separate division, like how Marvel Studios is different from Disney, right? They're part of Disney umbrella, but they have their own studio, their own execs that deals specifically for their content. That's what DC needs, right? And they need some kind of direction because they have zero direction. They don't know what they want to do, or what fans, dude. We don't know what the fuck's happening, right? You know, got the Flash coming out. Really don't know the premise of that other than there's multiple Flash, and Ezra's wilding out in Hawaii. Hey,
they're gonna recast him, bro. They're gonna recast that dude.
Yeah, so I don't know.
The Game of Thrones trailer, House of Dragons or something.
I didn't see the game. There was a Game of Thrones trailer. Oh yeah, I think I did see it. Like, yeah.
They released a longer trailer now for the House of Dragons. Bro, that shit looking good, man.
It looks good. It looks good. I can't. Is that coming out this year?
I think it comes out here. I think it's releasing this year.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's going to be a weekly thing too, because they drop once per week the Game of Thrones episode. So it's
All right. So, you guys have anything else you want to add before we wrap up this Comic-Con reaction?
I'm good. I think we said got everything off our chest.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a quick thing. But I'm like, nah, this shit. We just mad content. Mad content. This is a full on episode. So y'all might get y'all gonna get 2 episodes. Yeah, you're gonna get 2 episodes this week. So yeah, you got this one, and then you have Friday, our regular Friday show. So yeah, man. Once again, man, this is gonna wrap it up.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. This is gonna wrap up our discussion on San Diego Comic-Con. We'll be back Friday. Yeah, man. Peace out.
Peace.
Wakanda forever.
You heard that shit again?
No, that's why I got that mic still on.